Hey, 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 good morning. Time for a little holiday Q&A. If you have questions about house sitting or Costa Rica or YouTube or whatever, general questions, feel free to ask. Feel free to ask. It's been quiet all morning. As soon as I start talking, somebody starts doing some construction work. The problem is I need to keep that window open. As you can see, I'm already a little bit hot, a little bit sweaty. There's no air conditioning in here. And so I need to keep, it's a sliding wall door, and I need to keep that open. There hasn't been a whole lot of construction. They might be fixing something. Hopefully, it won't last too long. Okay, hopefully, it won't last too long. Okay, if you have a question, though, go ahead and start asking some questions in the chat. Just put question or Q in front of it so that I can see it. Okay, and these bangs are going to get on my nerves. Okay, hi, but if you're new here, let me do the whole thing. Well, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Stephanie Perry. I'm a house sitter. I'm the creator of House Sitter School and the co-creator of Exodus Summit. And I help Black women take a sabbatical, bop around as a nomad, move abroad, house sit, all while embracing ease. If these things sound good to you, make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I mean literally, like literally subscribe to the channel by clicking on the button. Thank you. And then turn on notifications, ring that notification bell, and you'll be notified when I post a new video or when I go live. Welcome. And welcome everybody who's here today. Hey, Orletta. Let's see. Hey, Patty Palmer. Hey, T.E. Gaskins. Hey, Meriton Martin. Hey, Valerina. Hi, Comfort. Hi, Cassandra. Word Up Psychotherapy. Hey. Hello, Slow Nomad. Aw. Hello, Ladybug. Hey, Kimberly. Hey, Kimani. Hey, Shauna. Okay, how's everybody? Anything new happening? Let's see, my mom's here. My mom says, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to everyone. Hello, everyone. Hi, Mom. I'm about to send you a text message real quick, Mom, in just a second. Uh, oh, wait. What did I do on my screen? Okay. Okay, so is anything new going on with y'all? I'm still in San Jose, Costa Rica, in the Airbnb in the neighborhood that I really like. And I have some guests coming over today. I think we're up to 5 people RSVP'd. Uh, 5 people who would know me well enough to know not to expect a whole lot. I don't think. We're having a little Christmas party this afternoon. So what's up with me is I still need to. That doesn't look like Christmas at all in this Airbnb. So I may dip out after the live stream and try to find flowers or a poinsettia or something because it doesn't look like it at all. It's just a regular Airbnb with it's gray. It's gray on gray on gray. Very tonal. So that's it. So what I have to do today is after we finish, eat breakfast, and then I probably will leave and try to find something. I'm not concerned with the food and snacks. Listen, we got chips and salsa. We got churros coming. We got wine and prosecco and sparkling water. I think this is gonna have to be brushed over. I'm not too concerned about anything else except the fact that it doesn't look like Christmas in here at all. So we'll see. We'll see what it looks like by the time they come over. All right. Oh no, lights is too much. Lights is too much. I'm not doing any lights. Uh, First of all, the outlets here are really weird inside of this particular Airbnb. I don't mean the outlets in Costa Rica. I just mean the outlets in this Airbnb. The place it was either newly built or newly remodeled, and they use the same plug type that we use in the U.S., the two-prong thing. In half of the outlets, my stuff fits. In half of them, I think my plugs don't fit in, and I'm like, I don't know if I need to just push harder. I'm afraid of breaking something. Do I just need to push harder, or is this wrong? Did they install something really strange and really wrong? I don't know. So I have one electrical cord. What do they call it? Electrical cord. I have one electrical cord that's pretty long that I just keep all my stuff plugged into. It must be like an 8 or 9 foot electrical cord. that I keep all my stuff plugged into. Like literally the blender. So I've been making smoothies in this Airbnb because I bought a whole bunch of spinach, a whole bunch of fresh pineapple, oat milk, right? I've been making smoothies here, but I bring the blender over to this. I'm at the table. I don't know how to explain it. I leave the kitchen and I bring my stuff over to the table that I'm on right now to blend because my electrical outlet thing, because my power cord is here. It's the weirdest situation. The bathroom light didn't work at all for the first 2 days, and I was going to send him a message, and then I was like, well, I'll just use the other bathroom. And then one last thing I did was I plugged in my phone into that outlet in the bathroom, and then suddenly the lights worked. So I don't know. Homeboy did not use a real plumber. I mean, a real electrician. We also know he didn't use a real locksmith, right? The lock didn't work the first 2 days. Somebody had to come and do some locksmithing. So I don't know. And all of that to say, I'm not putting up lights. I'm not putting up lights. With poinsettias, I feel like if I leave this Airbnb and leave these plants here, they will serve a purpose until the people let them die, right? But with lights, I got to carry them lights around with me until the next Christmas. No, indeed. It's like that when you don't have a house. When you're a house sitter and an Airbnber, everything, every purchase, I have to be okay with walking away from it. Now, would I be okay with walking away from Christmas lights? Maybe. If I knew when I bought them that they'd work, that the outlet would work, I maybe would have considered it. But actually, maybe I will consider it. I'll go to the store and see if it's not too late. Um, but I have to know that the price is. I'm fine with plugging them in, using them for my few days, and then leaving them here because I'm not carrying that stuff around with me. I'm already carrying things around with me that I don't want to. I bought a kettlebell. I bought a kettlebell and a yoga mat. I buy a yoga mat every couple months, and then I leave it, and then I buy another one. And I don't use them, right? It would be different if I got my money's worth. Anyway, that's what's going on. That's what's going on. Okay, but we're here to ace some cues. No questions this morning? I don't know. Adele's asking me. You know I wouldn't know the answer to this. Okay? I've tried to plug my stuff in. It didn't work. I left it alone. I don't know what you're saying. It looks just like every other outlet, but there's metal. It looks like there's some sort of metallic thing behind it that is preventing my plug from going in. So I don't use those. I use the ones that do work. And that's that on that. Yeah, I decided to add them in. I haven't taken away breakfast. I haven't taken away my normal breakfast, right? So I've had bacon and oatmeal pretty much every day this week, but I have bacon every day. I haven't taken anything out. I've just added the smoothie in. Maybe the next step will be to cut out the other breakfast a couple of times a week. Although the other day I made oatmeal and sat down and I was like, I didn't put any sugar in here. And then I just ate it, which is not like me at all. I was like, I forgot to put sugar. I had sugar and maple syrup at the time. I'm out of maple syrup now, but I had sugar and maple syrup at the time. And I was like, I forgot to put something in here. And I was like, oh well. It had vanilla extract and cinnamon and butter. Yeah. Okay. Hi, Winnie. Winnie B says, have I been to any holiday festivals in the area? No. Some stuff has been going on. When I left the store a couple of days ago in the Uber, there was something going on outside. He was trying to explain it to me. The Uber driver was trying to explain what it was. He told me to come back to it. He was like, you could come back here, but I did not. I've seen some parades go by. Santa came by, well, the house sit that I was in. Santa came by the house sit that I was in the beginning of the month. He rode down the street. He rode down and alerted people that he was coming, and then he rode back really slowly. In Dover, if you get your kid's name in early enough, Santa will say their name as he rides by the house. I couldn't tell I don't think he was saying names here. It didn't sound like, all I could hear was Feliz Navidad and something else. I don't even think he was saying ho, ho, ho. I think he was just saying Feliz Navidad going down the street. That's as close as I've come to a festival. This year in San Jose, they seem to be either they're doing more Christmas this year than they did last year, or I just was in a side of town last year where I missed everything. Because last year when I was in Pinares, which is just a neighborhood, I hardly saw any Christmas activity. Like the gas stations were decorated, and some people had like blow up stuff in their front yards, but just not like Christmas activity. You know what I mean? But here, every time I do leave the house, which is not every day and not even, it's like once a week, but every time I do leave the house, there's something going on. I don't have any local friends who are Costa Rican to know what's happening yet. I was supposed to go to the co working place and meet people, but I didn't do it. It's not too late. I could probably go the end of next week. They'll probably be open the end of next week. I was supposed to go to the co-working place and meet people and find some things out. And I had two different Uber drivers who were very nice to me, who would answer my questions if I was like, what is the thing? What what can I do, or what is happening in town? They would answer my questions. But I don't have any connection right now with anybody to get the real scoop. And I haven't been to any part of Costa Rica where any part of San Jose where I would expect to see a to do. I'm out here in a suburban part near some malls and lots of condos. So all I see is the mall decorations. I do see that. Um, Put that back there. But I haven't been to any place where there would be an event. So Costa Rica is not that city of a city. You know what I mean? I probably would need to go near the Sabana Stadium, Sabana Park, and see what's happening there. It's not like in some cities you could just go by the opera house and the museum and there's some stuff happening. There's some stuff happening at the museum, there's some stuff happening at the opera house and whatever, whatever. But this isn't that. Will I play a holiday playlist or Spotify or YouTube during my party? I'm probably just going to have Christmas movies on, okay? Probably How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I'm going to sing. When Cindy Lou Who starts singing her song, I'm going to sing her song, okay? We're going to sing our song. All right, now I can't think of it as. It's like, where is Chris? Did Christmas change or just me? I'm singing, okay? If we watch Elf, I'm singing. If we watch The Wiz, I'm singing, okay? It's going to be Netflix and sing. If anybody has, well, you see, you can't share a link here though on the live stream. If anybody has a playlist, maybe one of the women who comes will have some music, but I don't have any music. I will have the TV on. And we gonna sing with Cindy Lou Who. Oh, The Sound of Music. Rashida was arguing with me the other day about whether The Wiz was a Christmas movie. It's a holiday movie, right? It starts at Thanksgiving. It starts at Thanksgiving. It's a holiday movie and it's very winter coded, right? Everything is winter looking. So to me, it counts as a Christmas movie. And I will sing every song, okay? I will sing every song, all right? That's what kind of get together we are doing. Kat has high expectations. I'm going to get flowers and make flower crowns. I don't think it's going to be that kind of party. I think we're just going to sit and talk. I don't think we're going to do a whole bunch of anything. I don't think. I don't think it's the 23rd of December. I don't expect to be able to find things in stores. I don't expect that I'll be able to find things. Like I couldn't find a poinsettia, and I started looking more than a week ago. I went to, was it last Saturday? Which to me seemed like plenty of time to still get a poinsettia. I took a picture on my phone to prove to people that the poinsettias were gone. Walmart Sunday. I went to Walmart on Sunday and they had three little poinsettias that looked like blow on them and they will, all the little leaves will fall off. So, oh, I'm supposed to be sending my mom this thing. So I don't have any faith that I'm going to be able to find anything super helpful for the party. So, but I, like I said, the women who are coming, I think they know well enough that, baby, you're the visuals, okay? You're the visuals. Give me 1 second so I can write this thing. Send my mom this link that I meant to send her earlier. Can y'all hear that construction? I promise you, this is the only, one of the only places in Costa Rica where I've been where there has not been any construction noise. And now, as soon as I started talking, they started constructing. I haven't heard this the whole time. I don't think I've heard it the whole time I've been here. No, there was when I first got here, there was hammering and like they're doing the condo right upstairs. Yeah, but now it's sawing and it's annoying. Is it? Are y'all hearing it? Are y'all hearing it? Kia says The Nightmare Before Christmas is my fave. Is there music in The Nightmare Before Christmas? I don't think so, right? That's not a musical, right? I think that is a, I'm trying to think about it. You know, I can't do two things. I'm trying to get something and text it to my mom. And so I'm sorry. Just give me a second. Copy that I was supposed to send her earlier. I can't remember the last time we talked. Paste. Okay. One more second. Okay. Thank you for your patience. Oh, a ton of music. Nightmare Before Christmas is Tim Burton, right? Okay. Oh, I don't think I've seen it then. Because I assumed I knew what it was. I assumed I knew what it was. It looks like Edward Scissorhands, right? It's the stop motion movie that looks like Edward Scissorhands. Oh, okay. So we'll add that to the list. Those will be songs that I don't know. So we can, those will be songs I won't know. Let's see what's happening. Hi, would you like to get on screen? Let's see. I think you're muted though. Did you give it permission for you? Would you like to get on? Can you nod your head if you want to get on screen? Okay. Okay. You also will need to mute whatever you're listening to.
I'm listening to you.
Yeah, you'll need to mute that. No, not here on the TV. We should have rehearsed this. Friends, meet my mom's hand. Okay. So, all right. So if you can unmute here and mute the TV. In the meantime, yeah, I didn't know. I thought The Nightmare Before Christmas was like Edward Scissorhands at Christmas time. I promise you, I've never seen it. So that we'll add that to the rotation. We'll add that to the rotation. Okay, okay, she's on the move. What's happening? Well, okay, and she's putting on a hat. Okay, which I asked you if you wanted to get on the screen yet. Okay, hi, Mom. You're muted though. What did you do?
Okay, am I okay now?
Yeah, you're good now. How are you?
I'm good.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
Okay, so you
Wishing
have
you were here.
no, so you have to look at the screen. Okay. Do you have anything you no, look at the screen, Mom. Okay, thank you. All right. Do you have anything you want to say?
Just Merry Christmas, everybody.
Okay.
Is that good? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I think
It's
I'm hearing it two different places.
yes. It's okay though. It's gonna be all right. It'll just Ludell says lovely ceilings. We can see you now though. We can see you now. What are
Oh,
you
y'all a
doing?
mess.
What are
What
you
am I doing?
yes, just sit still. It's all right, Mom. Mom, please.
What?
Just sit still.
I think like you're repeating the same thing over and over. Is that what I'm hearing?
Well, it's because you have multiple devices running at the same time. But I think it's going to be okay.
Okay,
All
so I
right?
should look at the TV and turn off my phone?
No, because you're on the phone right now talking to us.
Uh-huh.
So use the phone. So, but you can mute the TV, is what I was saying.
Okay, I'm trying to figure. I don't see the.
Well, it's because you have multiple devices running at the same time. Thank you. Okay.
Is that what I needed to do?
Yes. Isn't that better?
Yeah, my TV screen is frozen, but it's
It's okay.
okay.
Yes, you don't need the TV screen. Look at us on the phone. So what y'all are going to find out is when my mom talks to me on the phone, she doesn't look at the phone. She looks at other things. But please, okay. So if you'll look at the phone, we can see you. She'll
Okay.
set the phone down in a few minutes, and we'll be back to looking at the ceiling. All right. So what are y'all doing for Christmas?
Tomorrow after church, we're going down to the captain's table for dinner
Oh, good.
with Gladys and Keisha and Nikki and Alvin.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Then we're going to go to the light show in Ocean City.
Oh,
If it's not too cold to walk around.
how cold? It's been kind of cold, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's about 50 during the day. Then when the sun goes down, 40s, 30s. And it's always cold there. So I told them to dress warmly. Bring extra clothes, a scarf, hats.
Because you're outside for the light show.
And they used to have a tram that would ride us around.
Uh-huh.
But after COVID, they quit the tram and you have to walk.
Mm-hmm.
So Gladys and I may just sit in the large building. They had a tent
Uh-huh.
and do some shopping, window shopping. Because I know she's not going to walk a lot. Mm.
Okay. You know you're on
So,
YouTube. Okay. Remember that you're live on YouTube.
okay. Well, I may not walk a lot. As
All right.
long as
And,
I get some good pictures, I'm happy.
okay. And then what y'all gonna do on Monday? Christmas is Monday.
Monday,
Is
nothing,
that
I don't
ridiculous?
think.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to do anything.
Uh,
Nothing's open.
I know.
Maybe Longwood Gardens may be open. I don't know.
I doubt it.
But I don't know if I want to go up. You can't do it until dark, and then it's cold then.
Right. Yeah.
I've been there enough. I got a lot of pictures. I know what it looks like.
Yeah, we know
So
what
if
it
we
looks.
don't get there. Yeah, we're supposed to make these gingerbread men. Um, Doris didn't send you a pan, I don't think.
No. I'm
She
not in
sent
the
us all the
I'm not
pans.
in
She sent.
I'm not in the
Mhm.
Facebook group chat, friends. I'm
Yeah, you don't want to be.
not.
She sent us all a gingerbread man form pan,
Okay.
and we're supposed to make them by tomorrow.
Oh,
Uh, Gwen and her crew made theirs last night. They
oh,
did a good job.
good.
Darcy and her grandson have been making them forever,
Okay.
and they're doing a pretty good job. I haven't started mine yet. I've been making pineapple upside down cakes.
I saw. How many
I
of you
think I
made?
gave them, I think at least 12 so far since Thanksgiving. So I
12.
have a couple. Mm-hmm. Shauna sent us a nice couple of trays of cookies, all kinds of cookies.
On is the
And
back.
so I want to make a cake for her today. I see her sister's car is still there.
Okay.
And I'm hoping that they stay, because I don't have Shauna's phone number.
Okay.
So I want to make a cake. That's what I'm supposed to be doing right now.
Okay.
Having her cake in the oven while I'm watching you, but I haven't even started making it yet.
Well, you got
So
time.
yeah, so I want to take a cake over to her, and then I'm going to get Teresa a digital photo frame
Okay.
and take it over to her. I went to see her Thursday,
Okay.
and she just ignored me as she usually does. But her caregiver said it would be nice for her to have the frame so that she could see us all the time.
Uh-huh. Hmm.
So I want to take that over to her today.
Okay.
I priced them at different places, so I don't know who's going to load the pictures in.
Her people, well, let's see.
Somebody's got to give them the pictures, so
You,
I
I,
got to load them. Hmm.
I think when you get, I think you'll be able to do it directly from your phone. Have you found some, do you have some pictures on your phone that you want to put on the frame?
Yeah, like her birthdays
Hmm.
and pictures of us doing different things. Yeah, I have some pictures I want to put on there.
When you get the frame, it may well have a USB cord to directly
Hmm.
upload from your phone.
Yeah, I have one of those frames. I've had it since that year we went to Las Vegas, I think it was, but I've never loaded any new pictures on it.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
I don't want to give her my frame. I want to keep it.
No.
So I'll go buy her one. I
Yeah.
gave her some
When you buy
gift. Mm.
when you buy hers, it'll come with the cord. It should come with the cord.
Okay. All righty, ma'am. I will yeah, it'll be fun finding the picture. I was thinking about the pictures this morning.
Uh-huh.
So it'll be fun finding the pictures, and then taking them over to her and trying to sit with her and tell her who the people are. She won't pay me any attention, but
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
it's Teresa.
Uh-huh.
So
Teresa
she
is my
looks
cousin
good.
who is my age. She's what? 50,
52.
52. Who
Mm-hmm.
lives in a like assisted living facility. Who is she is a handful. So Connie Perry, well, we're on YouTube. Connie Perry believes that Teresa is, you know, innocent. Teresa knows what she's doing. She knows what she's in there. She's in there. She may not be able to communicate exactly the way we communicate, but she know what she's doing. And so anyway, she's a handful.
You
Okay.
should have seen her laughing at me the other day when the caregiver and I were talking about things she does. And
Mm.
she had a ball in that chair looking at me like, yeah, I got you, girl. I got
She knows she be playing us, but she knows what can't stand me, cannot stand me, because
you.
I know,
She's jealous of you.
because I'm hip to her.
No, she just don't want you around Aunt Connie. That's all. Yeah, she don't
'Cause
want you
I'm
around
hip to
me.
her. Okay, that's good. So the
Mm-hmm.
body electric says, I love how your mom has such a rich social life. Connie Perry be going, okay? She does things. She goes, she actually leaves the house and does things and has friends and
Hmm.
goes places.
Yeah,
Sassy Travel.
Nellie wants us to come to Columbus.
Oh, are you
So
planning?
I told her when you come home and you have some time, either we will come to Columbus or we will have her come here.
Okay.
So we'll see.
Okay.
Hmm.
You know, we used to live in Columbus, and we still have family back in Columbus. Okay, good. I saw her leave a message on something you posted the other day.
Hmm. Yeah,
All right.
yeah. So we told her we'll try to work that out.
I don't have a lot
But
of
I know maybe you'll have a meetup. Maybe Carmen can sponsor a meetup in Columbus.
you got it all planned out.
Oh yeah. As soon as she said it, I thought it started. And when she wrote me back, and she said, "Mom, I want to whatever she said," and I said, "Nellie, I'm already thinking about it. When Steffi comes home, I didn't tell her about the meetup, but I said we'll probably try to come out there, and then if not, maybe we'll have you come out and visit with us for a while."
Don't
But
y'all
yeah,
get
maybe
excited. So Nellie is allowed to call Connie Perry mom, but y'all are not. Okay, there are only there are a handful of people who are allowed to call her mom. She did raise some other people, but not y'all. Don't get excited. Okay, you call her Connie
Steffi,
Perry, Mrs. Perry, Reverend Perry.
Stephanie, stop.
That's it. I don't have my travel schedule is really jam packed.
Yeah. Okay.
I get to, yeah, it's really packed. Rashida and I were just
All
looking
right.
yesterday. After our birthday excursion is the first time that I have some free space.
Mm-hmm.
So springtime, late spring
Mm-hmm.
is when I'm available, is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't think it would be too soon.
Okay.
I wasn't thinking about it being too soon. I just like I said to you, whenever Steffi has some time.
Uh-huh.
If you have some time, it'll be nice. Carmen and Tim would be happy to see us as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah. I can't remember the last time Columbus. We lived in Columbus, Ohio, from when I was in fourth grade until halfway through 12th grade. So that would be until early 1992.
We came back in '92. Yes.
Yeah, so we still have a lot of family and friends there. A lot of family and friends. I said it right, family and friends there.
Hmm.
Okay, you getting bored with us? You over it, or you good?
Who, me?
Yeah, because we have some.
No, I'm good. I'm good. You just keeping me from baking my gingerbread man and my pineapple upside down. But I usually sit here on the sofa every week and watch you anyway for 2 hours. So
We just, we're
it's
just
not like I'm doing anything while you're on.
yeah. It's just a few minutes. How long? The gingerbread man only has to bake for probably like 8 minutes.
Yeah, it's probably not long.
So she sent you the
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, she sent all of us a pan. And the pan came in the mail, and it was from an address, a lady's address in South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
So I said maybe one of the Exodus Squad or Vacations or somebody sent it to me because I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
So then I went on Facebook and looked up the lady, and she was a Caucasian lady.
Uh-huh.
So I'm thinking, why would she send me this? So I was about ready to send her a thank you. And I talked to Cynthia, Doris, and Gladys. Well, Cynthia and Gladys first. And I said, I got this pan and I don't know where it came from. I said, what I think I'm gonna do is make a couple of gingerbread men and pass them out to people
Mm-hmm.
because I don't know where the pan. And then Doris starts to laugh. And she said, I have to tell you, she said, I was going to send you instructions tomorrow, but I sent you the pan. She said, all of us have them.
Okay.
And Doris likes to do that.
Uh-huh.
And so we all, that's our chore for this holiday season is everybody make a gingerbread man, at least one.
That's fine. What are
It's a
you
nice
thinking
video.
about? How do you think you're going to approach this decoration?
I don't know because I said to them, I'm going to go buy all my materials. And they started laughing.
Uh-huh.
And they said, Aunt Connie's going to get fancy. So,
Yes.
but Gwen's kids used icing. I saw that. That's another thing I was thinking about this morning. What do I need to make this man? Because I think Gwen's kids used gingerbread mix or something because they were dark.
Right.
Gwen made pancakes out of hers the first week, and they had
Oh,
gingerbread man pancakes.
I like that.
So I don't know whether I should try. I've been watching this cooking channel, this holiday baking channel. So I don't know if I should try to make a gingerbread man from scratch or if I should go by mix because I don't think you can take a regular cake mix, and I don't think I have enough ingredients, the ingredients, to take my regular cake mix and turn it into gingerbread.
But the pan didn't come with mix. It was not a whole kit. It was not a.
No, it's just a big old pan.
Okay, it's okay. Don't
It's a
show
big
it.
old gingerbread man. He's probably about 10, 12 inches big. He's a
Oh,
big gingerbread man.
oh. So yeah,
Yeah,
that might require getting mixed. Have you ever gotten
yeah.
groceries delivered to your house?
No, but you know where Redner's is.
Yeah, but
I
I'm.
must I must have 12 boxes of cake mix because I'm still trying to finish up my I don't know if I'm going to go ahead and make pineapple upside down cakes for everybody in my mind I made a list to make.
Yeah.
I haven't promised them to a lot of people, but Mary, I was going to take her one. Miss Medley, I was going to take her one. I'm not doing some of the others this year because I just don't have time, and plus they tire me out.
Do they?
I don't
When,
know because I make four at a time. I make two, and then I turn right around and make two more, and they tired me out for last couple of weeks. I made seven in 3 days.
uh-huh. So Winnie B
I
says it's easy to make gingerbread from scratch. Flour.
uh-huh.
You have fresh ginger or ground ginger?
I have fresh ginger. I have both. But
Flour,
how do you turn it brown?
ginger, cinnamon, cloves, brown sugar, molasses.
So all I need to get is cloves and molasses.
Okay.
I have everything else. Okay.
If you don't want to buy the box mix. Either way.
Mm-hmm.
Either way.
Okay, tell her thank you. You said Winnie B.
Uh-huh.
Tell her thank you. Yeah, because that's all I need to do today is that and go buy Teresa's machine,
Mm-hmm.
her frame. That's it for today.
Okay.
I'm actually decorating today.
You still putting up stuff? Because you've been had the
Mm,
tree up, right?
No.
Oh, I thought the tree been up. You sent me some. What did
Mm-mm.
you send me pictures of?
I sent you pictures of the trees at the hospital,
Yeah.
the trees at the florist.
Oh.
I put the little tree up that Cynthia Felder made for me. I've got that up. Got
Okay.
the fake poinsettias around like I normally do. I went
Okay.
out and bought myself a nice flower arrangement. I
Did you?
have that on the dining room table with some stick, those pins in it that have the decorations on them.
Uh-huh.
So that looks nice.
Okay.
And then today I put bows down the stairs, and hung up the bell on the door that rings when you open the Christmas bell and the little snowmen on the doorknobs.
Okay. Why'd you wait so long to put your tree up?
Because it's hard now. It's those three pieces,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to line it up just right to get the lights on. And one part, I don't think the lights work on at all.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just frustrating.
Okay.
And the longer I waited, it's like, well, if you put it up now, you only got 10 days. If you put it up now, you only got 8 days.
You
So
got
I just
to do
got
it.
lazy with it this time. I spent a lot of time running around doing other things for
You
other,
did.
just
You
doing
did.
other things, taking up a lot of time.
Okay.
I went to Christiana Mall the other day to do some shopping for Miss Bella and enjoyed it.
Okay.
Had my pad thai from the restaurant up there in the mall. I like that.
Okay. Good.
And then people kept saying, I told Pastor, I think it's because of my gray hair. Everywhere I go, people say, "Are you by yourself?
Oh,
How far do you have to go?" Um,
like you're a little old
you
lady.
know,
It's probably
yes,
if you were taller, people wouldn't do that. That's your
really.
it's your fault. It's not the gray hair. It's being a little lady.
Oh, Stephanie.
So
Yeah, they do it everywhere I go, every store. How much longer before you get? And I saw, I think her name is Janae Davis,
yeah.
Dawn's daughter.
Uh-huh.
I went in the men's department to look for something, and she came up to me. I saw her coming towards me, smiling, and she came up to me and she said, "Hi, Miss Perry," and I said, "Hi," and then all of a sudden you could see Dawn in her face.
Uh-huh.
And so she walked with me to the department I needed to go to. So I said, "And what is your first name?" And she said, "Janae." So I said, "Do you live here?" And she said, "No, I just work up here," blah, 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 conversation. And
That's
she tried to help me find the item I was looking for.
okay.
It was nice to see her. So I told her, tell her mom hi, of course. She asked about you,
Mhm.
of course. Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah.
And then did you read my story on Facebook about my shopping? And the lady I
Lady.
talked to,
Yeah, tell
did
that
you
story.
read it?
Yeah, do you want to tell that story? Can you do it in yeah.
Do a countdown.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in the store and I had a cart and I only had two items hanging on the rack of the cart. I didn't use the base of the cart. So this lady came up behind me and she had heavy things in her hand. And I said, "Would you like to put your things in my cart?" And she said, "Why, thank you. That's nice." She said, "These were heavy." And so we walked along because the line was super long. We walked along and we chatted and we chatted and we chatted. And then when it got to the thing, I said, "Well, you go ahead of me and then I will go behind you." And so she was ready to do that. And I turned up, and she's tall. And I looked up at her and I said, "My name is Connie Perry." And she said, "My name is Stephanie." And I go, "Wow." And she says, "I'm going to tell my husband about the lady who let me use her cart. So I just felt like, my Stephanie's gone, but I meet a Stephanie that we can chat with and have
I'm
a good
not gone.
conversation with.
I'm not
Well,
gone.
you're not here. You're not here. And I can't see. I don't know the last Christmas. How many Christmases has it been since you've been here?
It's been quite a few. Uh,
Yeah, it's been
since I
quite
started
a few.
house sitting. I don't think I've been there for one. Well, maybe the COVID Christmas. Maybe. No, because I think even the 2020 Christmas, I think I still went to a house sit. I just, because we had to, I wasn't sure if it
I
was going
think you did. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
probably.
it's been a while. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Cause what is that? Cash app you $200 and you cash app me $200. That's
It's cheaper.
that's her
It's
Christmas
cheaper.
gift giving. I didn't cash app you anything this time.
I didn't send
I
you
don't know.
anything because your birthday gift is Christmas and Mother's Day.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I told Joe about what we're going to do this weekend with Gladys and them. I said, that's her birthday and Christmas, Keisha's birthday and Christmas, Nicole's birthday and Christmas. I don't know when Alvin's birthday is, but we're going to
But he
share
just
the
had
time
his
at the
birthday.
restaurant. Hmm?
He just had his birthday.
Oh, he did. That's right. He sure did.
Uh,
Yeah. So we're just going to go down there and hopefully have a good time at dinner
okay.
and then go to the light show. And we should be home by 9 or 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Because
That's fine.
dinner's at, we took the earliest reservation at 4 o'clock.
Okay.
Because it's dark by 5, so the light show will be on at 5.
Okay.
Because we will have been gone since morning. Joe's driving the van now at church every
Oh,
other
is it?
Sunday, I think it is.
Oh.
Yeah, so he leaves early to do that, and then he has to take the people home, of course.
How can you drive the van and Usher? Is he there in time for
He
Usher?
does, yeah, yeah. He leaves. He leaves before I leave for Sunday school, so he must leave around 9. He gets them there in time for Sunday school, which is ten
Oh,
o'clock,
oh,
and then
oh,
he doesn't have to usher till 11.
okay.
Hmm. And then he takes them home, and he's not home too long before I get home. He goes. I'm thinking the furthest they go is Camden. Uh, I don't know if you know. I think it's whatever that road is. Anyway, I think that's the furthest he goes, so it's not too far.
Okay. Well, keep us posted on your gingerbread
Yeah,
experience.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I hope it comes out nicely.
I hope so.
Yeah. So,
And then what do y'all
we're
have
not.
there, winner?
Hmm?
Everybody posts their gingerbread man, and then what happens? Is there a winner?
I don't know. Darcy's making the rules,
Okay.
so I don't know. She tells us what to do, and we just do it.
Okay.
Yeah, we had a nice impromptu party at Janice's the other day.
Saw the pictures.
It was really nice. Who was it sent a message and said, we're having finger sandwiches. I guess
Okay.
it was Marcia. We're having finger sandwiches at Janice's, at Aunt Janice's. So then I started thinking, what could I take? And then it comes up, never mind Martin's catering from Olive Garden.
Okay.
So we
Oh.
had all so much food.
Uh,
Oh, we had so much food and we had fun. We had a nice time. I left 6:30 because Steve was coming home and I wanted him to get his parking space.
okay.
So I called myself leaving so he could park. And next thing, then Martin looks up and says, I said, well, I'm going to go now so Steve can park. And Martin said, well, there's Steve standing right behind you. So he had come home,
You
come in the
tried.
house and everything.
You
And
tried.
I'm still saying bye to people. But
Okay.
we had a really nice time. We had a really nice time. It was about a house full of us.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. And it was really nice. First time we've done that in a while.
All right.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Well, I'll
Well,
talk to you
I
again
hope
soon.
I didn't bore your people.
No, I think we had a good time. Right.
Yeah.
Shauna has decided that Doris is the boss. She is. Doris is my
She
cousin.
is.
Calls herself my
Uh,
aunt. My mom has nieces who are sister age, right? Sister age nieces. Doris has always called herself my aunt. And I will. You are not my aunt. My cousin Keisha lets Doris call her aunt, right? Keisha, right? But I was like, you're my cousin. But she is the
mhm.
boss. She is the
Yeah.
boss. All right.
Somebody said to me the other day about, because I was telling somebody where to sit at the funeral table, at table repast after the funeral. And so somebody said, well, that's where Janice gets that from. So all of us
Oh,
are
everybody's
bossy.
boss. Oh yeah, it's true.
Everybody's bossing everybody else. But we had a nice, all in all, it was nice. All right, then I'll let you go and I'll go in here and get my clothes in the dryer and start to working on these cakes and stuff
Well,
so I
it's
can get out
almost
and get Terry's stuff before dark. Hmm?
you're almost done. Christmas
Oh,
is almost here. With cakes that don't
he's
get made.
almost here. Daddy bought himself another car.
Oh, did he?
I don't know if you want to know that or not on the World Wide Web, but yeah.
Did he go
So
pick
he
it up
bought.
yet? He had to.
Yeah, he drove it home. He traded in the Jaguar. for the car, and then another Cadillac, and now he's going to pick up a project car, as he calls it,
Yeah.
somewhere in New Jersey. So
Okay.
he's
Well,
happy.
I think everybody's enjoyed seeing you. Elaine says, now we see how you received that talking DNA.
Yeah, Steffi usually fusses at me for talking too much, so I'm surprised she's letting me talk like this. But
Well,
we haven't talked
we
in I
haven't,
don't know how long.
I can't remember. It's been a while.
It's been a
Yeah.
while.
You've
Dad
been
said he
busy.
was gonna call you the other day, but he says that he falls asleep and forgets. But he did say he was gonna call you. I had to call my baby.
I'll call him
Hmm.
later. Well, if y'all are going
Yeah.
tomorrow, I'll make sure I call him. I don't know.
Okay. You could even
I'll call
call
Christmas.
Christmas Day because we'll be just sitting around watching games, I guess.
Yeah.
I think the Eagles play Monday evening.
Okay.
I don't remember. They've been on a losing streak.
Haven't they?
Mm-mm-mm. Poor Swoop just sits up here looking at him. He just sits here standing in front of the TV from Sunday to Sunday, waiting for a turnaround. Mhm.
Uh, all right. Well, have a
All right,
good
baby love, I'll
Saturday.
let you go.
Okay.
Tell everybody Merry Christmas, everybody. Enjoy your holiday, however you celebrate it.
You tell him.
You all enjoy your holiday, however you celebrate it. Make it, as you all say, a time of rest and relaxation for yourselves and just enjoy. And Steph, if you put on something red or green, you'd probably feel more party-ish.
I don't have anything. I have sequins. I'm gonna wear my sequin Beyonce shirt.
Are you?
The sequin shirt that I wore to see Beyonce. I don't have anything. I
Okay.
don't have any red or
You
green.
don't have anything red or green. Okay. All right. Well, don't worry about it.
Okay.
Bye,
Okay.
sweetheart.
Bye.
All right. We'll talk to you Christmas Day, I hope.
Yes.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye, mom.
I love you, baby.
Love you.
All right. Bye
She gonna
bye.
talk because she don't know how to hang up.
I don't know
You,
how to hang up, and you know
I
it.
don't.
Well,
I
it
don't
says hang
either.
up here with the little X. I'm going to hit this little X.
Okay.
Bye.
All right. Thank y'all for bearing with me. I thought, okay, so I thought she would be a little busy and would talk a little less, but it's not possible. It's not possible. So I just asked her if she wanted to come and share some Christmas greetings with y'all. That was what I asked her. But Connie Perry, she's gonna fill you in on everything. But I'm glad that she's having a good time. Like my mom said, I have not been home for Christmas. I don't think since probably 20. I was home, so I left 2015 for a year, came back 2016 and worked. So that was probably the last Christmas that I was home. I wasn't there 2015. I was there 2016, and then that was it. As a house sitter, Christmas is usually house sitter season. So I can usually find a house sit that I really like and really want to do. There are no small kids in our immediate family right now. And Christmas is different now. Thanksgiving is one that I've been home for. I've been to Thanksgiving probably twice in that time, and no Christmases, because Thanksgiving to me is the one. Thanksgiving is the girl, right? Like my mom said, we exchange the same money back and forth. So it's not like we're buying gifts and in that spirit. Seriously, I'm gonna give her some cash. I'm gonna send her some money. She's gonna send me some money. And my dad, same with my dad. So I don't know. I don't feel any type of way about not being there for Christmas. Thanksgiving, no, I'd be like, who gonna send my cake? Where is my cake? Okay, Kimberly says she loved this special appearance by Mrs. Perry. Okay, good. I'm glad. I'm glad. You never know. You never know. But she's a person who has a lot of stuff going on. So I wasn't sure how much time she would want to sit and talk. Also, like seriously, she'll sit the phone in her lap, and most of the time when I talk to my mom on FaceTime, I'm looking at the ceiling because the phone is just sitting in her lap. So at least this time we got to I got to see her face thanks to y'all. I got to see her face. All right, so no question. I got no questions in the chat. Let me put in a queue and see what is happening. Let's see. Oh, did I finish? There's a couple questions. Hi, Valerina. Did I finish my twist? I did. All of my hair is in two strand twists. And I did it. I just finished it 2 days ago. 2 days ago. It's already needing a real good scrub, a real good wash down in there. That's how long ago I started. But I did finish the twists. I'm going to that conference in January. Part of me wants to have my hair out for the conference for no particular reason other than vanity. But I may keep the twists in while I'm there. Usually, if I put them in, I want them in for 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 12 weeks, seriously. Um, and if I take them out for the conference, it'll only be 4 weeks, not even 4 weeks. I haven't decided. I'm undecided about that. It depends on Puerto Rico. It's going to be warm enough to get in the water, so maybe I should leave it twisted so that I won't have any problem getting in and out of the water. Okay. Hi. Constancia, yeah, ask your question. Put a Q in front of it so I see it. We answered that. Hey, Winnie. Valerina, any prospects for a long-term house when I finally get residency? I've stayed in a couple of Airbnbs that I would consider staying in and asking if they would turn it into just a regular rental. And I've stayed in some neighborhoods that I would now be interested in staying in. But no, like, this is the house. Because, like, seriously, I leave here January 7th, and I'm not getting back to Costa Rica until May. And then I'm leaving again the end of June. So I don't know when it makes sense to rent. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So I have found a couple of houses that I would want to either how I want to stay in that house or in that neighborhood. So yes, prospects, yeah, yeah. Marsha, what's your question? Put a Q in front of your question and type it again. I'm on a third-party app called Ecamm Live, so I don't necessarily see everything. This is Kimani, Lifting as We Climb, Consulting Wellness Services. Have I tried Afro Flow Yoga? They have virtual classes that are a mix of African dance and yoga. We had an Afro Flow Yoga come to Exodus Summit and do a session, but I was doing something else during that session. I think it was also during the meetup, the virtual meetup time, and I've never gone back to watch her. So I need to go back and watch her. There's a woman who came to Exodus Summit to teach us Afro Flow Yoga. I was so uninvolved with that I don't even know her name. She might be here in the chat. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't remember her name. I need to look her up. So I've heard of Afro Flow Yoga. I have a yoga mat. Yoga is a thing that helps me get to where would help me get to where I want to go. Let's see if I can look it up quickly. I'm not logged in. No. I can't remember her name. Yoga. So I'm knock-kneed. I'm knock-kneed, but I want to run. I'm knock-kneed, but I miss running, and so I need things like yoga and like the kettlebell squats and stuff to get my knees to strengthen the muscles around in my legs so that I can run. When I don't work first to strengthen the muscles in my legs and I go out and try to start running, disaster. Disaster. I don't have the physiology to be a runner. I just really like it and I really miss it. So I always buy a yoga mat, especially when I'm in a place for 30 days or more. I'll be like, let me get this yoga mat. Let me do this, whatever. And one of the houses that I first rented when I got here with the ceiling and the loud rain noises, he had 2 or 3 yoga mats in a back room. He'd like made a yoga room he closed off. Anyway, he made a yoga room back there and there were yoga mats there. And every morning I'm like, I'll do it tomorrow. So I really need to get myself together. Sassy Travel Goddess, why did I tell my coworker to find you when she gets to Costa Rica for Christmas break? She said, okay, who's Stephanie? Tell her to holler at me. I'm here until January 7th. If she's in San Jose. Now, Costa Rica is not small, but it's not big, right? So most people who come to Costa Rica for Christmas are going to the beach. I'm not near a beach. I'm 2 hours from 2 to 4 hours to 2 to 6 hours from the beaches. Jamita, am I in an area where I can walk to stores? Yes, Jametta, I think Jametta. Hi. Yes, I'm in an area right now where I can walk to the expensive grocery store, the regular people grocery store. There's Mas por Menos, which is regular. And there's Auto Mercado, which is really close, which is expensive. There's a restaurant across the street that everybody's been telling me to go to. I still haven't been to yet. That looks cool. Yeah, I'm in a good walkable area, um, really close to a main artery, right? San Jose is weird. It's not a place built around highway. I guess not weird is not the right way to say it, but these cities that were built that are old, that were built before highways. It does have some main arteries that run through it, but not like major highways. The major highways, there's some short stretches of major highways that'll just dump you off on a regular street in a regular neighborhood, right? And then you got to navigate that to get to the next stretch of highway. Anyway, but I'm really close to a main artery with a lot, everything. This is an area. This is called Rio Oro. Some people call it Rio Oro, some people call it Santa Ana. This is really close to everything that I could need. This particular Airbnb, right? If they were like, we'll rent it to you for X dollars a month, I would stay here, even with the smell of the fumes, the smell of the sewer. I think I could fix that, right? Buy some drain covers and some whatevers. I think I could deal with that um, because I think this particular location is perfect. I would prefer in this condo unit to be back a little bit because I'm right on the right. It's not a main street, but I'm right on the street. My view is of the street, whereas people in the back of the condo unit have a view of the mountains. I've done a lot of explaining to say yes. There's McDonald's, Burger King, McDonald's, Burger King, KFC, and Taco Bell within walking distance. A handful of sodas. Sodas are like in the US, you would go to a diner, right? It's going to have the same, all diners have basically the same food. Here, they're called sodas. All of them have rice and beans and some chicken, rice and beans and something. And you can get soda, like actual soda. So, this is a great location. This particular Airbnb is in a great location. It's Rio Oro, but not far off. So Rio Oro things are when you have the main artery and then they just like divide things up vertically, right? So the other place I stayed was also Rio Oro, but it was further back off the main artery. Whereas here, I'm like, I think 800 meters off the main artery. 600 or 800. 400. I know 400 meters is one lap around a track, right? So less than two laps around a track, and I'm already like in with everything I could need. So this has been a really, really, really good location. Kia J, what's the weather like during this time? Do you miss cold weather, snow? I absolutely do not miss cold weather or snow. No, I don't. I'm sweating because I'm wearing it's not sweater material, but it's like in between, it's a ribbed dress, and I'm sitting here sweating. Um, we had a couple of really windy days, like Santa Ana type winds here. But other than that, it gets to 80 every day in San Jose, right? At the beaches, it gets much warmer. But it gets to 80 every day. I keep a window or a door or multiple windows or doors open all the time. I sleep with the windows open. Beautiful weather. Now that rainy season ends really abruptly in November. I got here in August or September, it rained every day, every afternoon, into every night. Sometimes it started raining in the morning. Doesn't do that too much, but most of the time by noon it's raining and it's going to rain for the rest of the day. That's over and it just stops like that. I don't know if we've had any rain since Thanksgiving. We've probably had it rain twice, whereas the month before Thanksgiving it rained every day, literally every day. So, do I miss the cold weather? No, not a little bit. Not a little bit. It's nice to celebrate Christmas in a warm atmosphere. It's really nice. Another, did I finish my twist? Hi, Roshni. Yeah, they're done. I wish I had dyed my hair beforehand, or at least touched up the perimeter. I wish I had, but I think it's okay. Yes, they're in and in. Will everyone see the color purple? Hi, Cassandra. Um, can y'all tell me? I think Kimani has seen it. This is an adaptation of the musical, right? Okay. Is the music better than the music that was in the musical, or are they using that same musical music? I saw The Color Purple on Broadway. Let me start this from the very beginning. The Color Purple is the book that I have read second most in my life. I've probably read that book 10 times, literally. I read Song of Solomon more. Song of Solomon by Toni Morrison, I don't know. It just talks to me. I love Song of Solomon by Toni Morrison. That's the book I've read more than anything, more than any book. But The Color Purple is next. I love the book. I love the original movie. I saw the Broadway play, and I was like, well, where's the good music? Am I the only person? Don't hate me, okay? Don't jump me, okay? Don't be mad at me. But that was what I remember from seeing the musical. Where's the good music? The Color Purple movie of it on its own had good music in it. But the musical music, I just told y'all I can sing The Wiz from start to finish. I can sing The Wiz from start to finish. I love me a black musical. But my opinion of the Purple musical was they intentionally tried to not make it a black musical by not including black music. Is it just me? It might be just me, okay? I remember sitting there like, okay, but maybe the next song will touch me, right? And it was like there was an intentional direction of mute. There was an intentional desire to reach whites. We want to make this a musical for the whites. The whites can enjoy this, right? We don't need black music in this musical. This is a musical for everyone. It's really, I think it was like you're really almost impossible to sit down in the Color Purple musical and not come away with a song in your heart. And somehow they managed to do that. Am I the only one? I'm not a hater. I promise I'm not a hater. I promise you. I love black musicals. I told you the reason Eddie Murphy is my dude is because Eddie Murphy makes movies for black people. He is very clear. He loves making black people laugh. He does other stuff, but he is really into coming back to making black movies, excuse me, black movies. And Katrina and I and our boyfriends at the time sat in that thing, and we got up, and none of us had anything to say about the musical. Our conversation, I remember that. Our conversation immediately was like, well, where are we going to go eat? Where are we going to go? Are we going to go eat? Are we sticking together? Are we going to split up and do separate things, right? This is me talking, okay? This is just my impression. And I'm like, how hard, like, Quincy Jones is right there. A little bit of like soul music, a little bit of just one song, right? We have black musicals with black music without shame, you know? Even black musicals who never, as far as I know, were never done on the stage. As far as I know, The Five Heartbeats was never performed on stage. It's a movie musical. But that gave us some black music, right? Let me see. What's my voice sounding like? Let me sing a little bit. That little girl said, oh, I don't think I can sing it. My voice doesn't sound right. Some people run at the first sign of stormy weather. I can't sing. I can't get it. I can't get it. Some people hold on and work it out together. I believe in you. You believe in me. The rainbow ahead may be hard to see. We gotta hang on to this dream. Don't let go. That's the five heartbeats. No matter how hard it gets. We haven't finished yet. There's so much of life ahead. We've got so much to do. No matter how hard we try, we just can't say goodbye. Don't leave me with regret, 'cause we haven't finished yet. I mean, that's the five heartbeats. That wasn't even performed, as far as I know, right? Even Spike Lee in School Days gave us black music. Well, of course, Spike Lee, right? Right? I should have started lower. Let's see. I don't have a first thing in the morning type of singing voice. I need to get some I need to get some reps in before I can sing. We haven't finished yet. There's so much of life ahead. That little girl sang that song, first of all. We've got so much to do. Now tell me a song from the Color Purple musical. That's the five heartbeats. That's not even a serious, it's a comedy. It's a comedy. Every song from The Wiz, you know four songs from The Wiz. Some of you haven't seen The Wiz in 20 years, and you know four songs from The Wiz, right? That was my beef with the Color Purple musical when I saw it on Broadway. Where's the black music? So if I'm not, so I'm gonna see the movie, okay? You know I'm gonna see the movie. If I've read this book that many times, the second most read book in my library, you know I'm gonna see it. But man, what a missed opportunity. That's my. I hope they change the music. Or I'm gonna be sitting there like, you got Fantasia right here. She can write, just have her write a song. No song written by Is there a song written by Fantasia in the musical? I already know the answer is no. I already know the answer is no. You got Fantasia right there. I don't like to see us cross over. I don't like crossover. I don't like it. He told us in the five heartbeats, a crossover ain't nothing but a double cross. Was that the five heartbeats or was that the temptation? That was the five heartbeats, right? Ooh, ooh. I don't have that. Ooh, I can't do that thing she can do. We know, you know, four songs from The Wiz, and some of you have not seen The Wiz in 20 years. Now, I happen to have, I watch The Wiz on a regular basis. It is part of my wellness routine. When I wake up in the afternoon, as it pleases me to do, don't nobody bring me no bad news. You know four songs from The Wiz without having seen The Wiz. The Color, what a missed opportunity. Didn't nobody consult Quincy Jones once? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Yeah, that's what I think. That's what I came away with when I sat in that we saw it on Broadway. We saw it in New York. That's what I felt. Oh, this wasn't for me. This was for everybody. You ain't got to worry about me enjoying things for everybody. When you try to tone things down or de-blackify some stuff, I'm not gonna like it. That's a very black story, written by a very black woman with a very black history. Okay, I'm telling you, anybody who's coming to this party this afternoon, I'm just gonna be singing. Okay, we gonna listen. The TV gonna be on, and we gonna be singing. If you don't, if what you heard so far did not excite you in any way, you're not gonna enjoy my party this afternoon. I'm like, come on. That okay? So the question was, anybody going to see The Color Purple? The answer is yes. I'm gonna see it. Okay, I'm gonna see it. I get to the U.S. January 28th or 29th, and I leave February. We'll probably leave around the 10th or 12th. So it gives me a short period of time to watch that. I'll watch it, but I already know what my beef is going to be. Where's the black music? It's so obvious. It's really hard to tell that story without black music. The movie itself was basically a musical, right? The movie itself was basically a musical. We know 3 songs from that movie right now, right? So to de-blackify that musical like that, that's on purpose. That's on purpose, right? I love The Wiz, right? Listen, it's part, I'm not kidding when I say it's part of my wellness routine. By the end, when Lena Horne is singing, if you believe in your heart, you'll know. I'm like, I know, Lena. I know, girl. No one can change. That's my movie. I love musicals. I love black musicals. I also love white musicals. Singing in the Rain, oh, please. Also part of my wellness routine. Yes, Singing in the Rain. I love me some Singing in the Rain. Okay? But I cannot accept the lack of black music in The Color Purple. It's upsetting. It's not, is it just me? Am I the only one? You telling me that I'm the only one? I'll be like, me too, Lena. I believe in myself. Lena believes in me. Every time. Every time. She said, believe in yourself as I believe in you. Lena believes in me. I believe in me. It's my, it is. It is. Man, nothing, it takes me on a journey every time. I know exactly what's next. I know exactly what's happening, but still, I'm in it. I'm in it. For the longest time, the Lion song, I didn't connect with it. But one day I just sat there and listened to that man say, I'm standing strong. And I was like, in my own way, I'm a lion. That used to be the part that I could skip. But no skips, no skips. Now, I mean, there's some of the best musicians and musical performers of all time were involved in The Wiz, okay? Even Nipsey Russell brought the house down with his songs, right? So we can't expect The Color Purple to be The Wiz, but I can expect The Color Purple to at least be School Days. Like The Color Purple should at least, if School Days can give us 2 songs that have lived with us forever, Doing the Butt, which I think was an original music song for School Days. I don't think The Butt was out before School Days, right? School Days gave us that black song. And Tisha Campbell, I got to bring this down 1,000 octaves. You got to understand the reason I don't want to try to make things right. I don't know the words. I don't want to be alone tonight. Pretty baby, I don't want another useless night. I don't want. If School Days can give us 2 black songs that endure, why can't The Color Purple musical, not the movie, the musical? Because they didn't want to. They didn't want to give us black songs. It took me a long time to connect with the Lion song. I used to just be like, okay, time to go get some snacks. Now he'd be like, I'm standing strong and tall. She'd be like, you're the bravest of them all. In my own way, be a lion. Sound of Music. So Mary Poppins, I don't know if I've listened to Mary Poppins, and I don't know if I've seen that movie since I was a child. So I'm missing out on Mary Poppins. But Sound of Music, yes. I'm in. I'm in, okay? I'm in. We're singing from start to finish. I'm singing The Sound of Music. That's the point of a musical, right? There are musicals today where they don't really seem to care about the music. What is that musical that won those awards that didn't really win? The white dude, the jazz musical where they said he won, but really Moonlight won, right? That was a musical where I'm like, they didn't seem to care about the music in this at all. What was this about, right? There's a newfangled musical out there where they don't really care about the musical. But I want good music in my musical. I should come away with a song in my heart. That's like level one of musicals, musical 101. A person like me coming away with no song in her heart, you failed. Because I'm going to find a song to sing. It's what I do. I am Connie Perry's daughter. This is what I do. Connie Perry will find a snippet of a song and sing that snippet of a song for hours. She don't even have to sing the whole song. Listen, this one line, I like this one line. I'm going to sing this one line over and over and over and over. It's really hard to leave a musical with no song in your heart. That's what I think happened in The Color Purple. I think they were trying to de-blackify the music. And they did. I mean, you did the successful. It's so disappointing. Anyway, that's how I feel. I wish I could. I'm excited. I'm still excited to watch the movie, right? Fantasia can sing like nobody, right? She is one of one, okay? I'm excited to see the musical. I just wish it was a musical with good music, with black music. It's really hard. It's really hard to tell that story without good black music. But that was my takeaway sitting in that theater. This was not for me. They didn't even try. Didn't even try. Yes. Raindrops on roses. It's hard. It's really hard to leave a musical without a song that's in you. And they did it somehow. Cinderella with Brandy and Whitney. I must have seen that during a dark time in my life because I can't remember it. I know I saw it. But it must have been a time when we'll add that to the rotation today. We'll add that to the rotation, Shaughnessy. They'll do it. All right. So I remember a Spoonful of Sugar, but I don't really remember the musical, the Mary Poppins. I don't really remember it. Like I'm not exactly. I know she was a nanny. I'm not exactly even sure what it's about. I need to put that back in. I need to add that back in. Add that back in. Oh, I don't remember this. Phyllis Hyman, B1. I'm gonna have to listen to it again. I don't remember that. I mean, School Days. That musical, as far as I remember, Spike Lee was very new. He gave us some very black music in that musical. It can't be that hard. It can't be that hard to do. What I'm saying is, you decide. So I guess maybe this is a thing we should have talked about later after some of you saw it. I saw the Color Purple musical on Broadway, and my takeaway was they didn't want to put any black music in this musical. You decide for you, and then we'll talk about it again later. Yeah. Oh yeah, Tisha Campbell. I grew up with Tisha Campbell. Like in my, like she's been in this. She's been in this world. Remember, Rags to Riches? I used to love that show. Was it a show? Or was it a bunch of little movies, like a mini series? I can't remember if it was a show or a mini series, but I love me some Rags to Riches. All right, let me get back to answering questions. That's me. Okay? You decide for you. Don't let me ruin something for you. I shouldn't have said that until after y'all saw it. I regret it. If I could go back, I would undo that. If I could, I would undo that whole part of this video. You decide for you. You listen with your own ears. Enjoy it though. I'm gonna enjoy the movie no matter what. I just like my other beef. When Steven Spielberg directed the movie, I don't know what black director could have done it. Right? So Steven Spielberg directed the original movie. People just don't want to keep black stuff in black spaces. This director is black, but he's not American. He's Ghanaian. It's okay to let black people tell black stories. And it's okay to let African American people tell African American stories. And Afro Caribbean people tell Afro Caribbean stories. There were so many choices. I'm gonna sound like a real hater. I hope those of you who are here have seen me love on enough things to know that I'm not a natural hater. You just saw my mom, so I think hopefully you're clear. I'm not a natural hater. It takes a lot for me to be like, especially, but like, why does everything have to be so inclusive? Some people would say having a black director means black is black. There are levels where black is black, but there are also levels where no, it's not the same. If you came to the United States on an airplane, you have a different experience than people who came under the boat. It's not the same. I wish we gate kept more. I wish we felt okay doing more gatekeeping. Not everything has to be for everybody. Because frankly, you can make money. You don't have to open things up for everybody to make good money. If you can be specific enough and say, this is very black. Beyonce's Renaissance tour was very black. Well, a very particular kind of black, I would say black ballroom, which is very specific. She brought the girls out. She brought the kids out. She made $1 billion. I think what I heard was she made $1 billion herself from the tour. I don't know. I'm not going to sit down with a calculator and figure things out. You don't have to be inclusive for things to be seen as successful. I wish we gate kept more. And I wish The Color Purple was one of those things that we gate kept. It's okay to be black. Black Americans have a culture. Black Caribbeans have a culture. We don't have to open it up for everyone else's consumption. I hope someone will take some time and make their own version of songs for the Color Purple movie. Right? You can do that. I think you can do that, as long as you don't mention character names. Can't you make an alternate version of something yourself and be like, here's what I would have sang here. I would love to see it. Kat, how do you stay patient? You're modeling. Oh, this must have been when my mom was on the screen. I'm not patient. You see, I'm like, Mom, stop doing that. Mom, enough of the stealing. Which is why I like Keisha. So Keisha is my cousin, my mom's niece. I'll be like, call Keisha, ask Keisha. Right. So seriously, once she tries with the picture frame, if she can't figure out how to get pictures on the picture frame, she'll call Keisha and Keisha will help her. I'll be like, Mom, stop. Enough of the stealing. Mom, sit down. I don't have, patience is not my strong suit. Was Miss Connie's Cash App. She's in exotic Dover, Delaware. She can't, y'all aren't near her. Y'all can't get a cake. Y'all can't get a cake. Hi Adelia, Picky Girl Travels the World. I don't know if you're still here. What are you looking forward to the most in 2024? I'm looking forward to my book being out in the world. I'm looking forward to a lot more time with people in community, like seeing people and doing things. Even though I've been out in the world this year, I feel like a lot of my time was locked away, more than I want. So I'm looking forward to some get-togethers in person. I'm going to do a few different types of get-togethers. Exodus Summit has our meetup in South Africa. I'm also inviting some of the women from my YouTube society to join me in some various places around the world to just come and sit beside me and work together. Oh, I think I'm going to do some my book is called Job Detox, a framework for Black women to stop striving and get free. And I think I'm going to do a job detox day or two in person, like a workshop in person next year. So I'm looking forward to in-person stuff. I'm looking forward to my book being out in the world, and I'm looking forward to turning 50. Looking forward to my 50th birthday. Yeah, those are the things I'm looking forward to next year. I'm looking forward to residency in Costa Rica. I didn't do things right, so I was supposed to file for residency when I got down here, but I didn't do my apostille right. So that's something that's going to get pushed back till next time I land here, which probably won't be until April or May. So I'm kind of looking forward to that, but now that they give 180 days on the tourist visa, it's not as exciting as it was. Residency, 1 year of residency is less exciting than it was because 180 days on the tourist visa is very generous and smooths out a lot of problems. For a person like me who is not going to sit still for 12 months anyway, I'm going to be constantly coming and going. Residency is less exciting, but still exciting. I'm excited to finally get a place of my own with my own forks and my own coffee mugs and stuff like that. A lot. I guess there's a lot to look forward to in 2024. Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah. Rashni, where are you in the residency process? Nowhere, because I didn't do the right things with my paperwork before I left Delaware. So when I fly through, and then when I flew into Texas to see Beyonce, I was supposed to ship the documents back to my mom and then have her do some things, and I didn't do it. So now I think when I get to Miami or Puerto Rico, maybe Puerto Rico is pretty similar. From Miami or Puerto Rico, I'm going to send some documents home, and then I'll be home in January, the very end of January. So by then, I'll be able to get the documents gathered and apostilled, and then but then I'm not going to be flying back into Costa Rica until April. So the answer is I'm nowhere. But because they now give 180 days on the tourist visa, it feels different. Hi, Michelle. Will there be a Puerto Rico meetup? So I'm hosting a YouTube content calendar workshop while I'm in Puerto Rico. And I've invited some women from my YouTube Success Society to join me in person, face to face in Puerto Rico at my Airbnb on that Saturday, January 27th. There's probably going to be space for anyone who wants to take the 2024 content calendar workshop. Anyone who wants to take the 2024 content calendar workshop on January 27th, there's probably going to be enough space for you to join me in person at my Airbnb on January 27th. But I'm not planning a meetup. I am planning that. Am I ready for you to link to the workshop? If you've done any YouTube coaching with me, you're welcome to sign up for the workshop. If you haven't and you don't have a YouTube channel yet, the workshop is probably going to be over your head, and I wouldn't join. I wouldn't. It's something that would be over your head. You could catch up after the fact. I wouldn't do it that way, okay? I wouldn't pay for a workshop that I know is teaching. This is not 400 level, but it's maybe 200 level. It's not the 100. We're not talking who is your channel for, what is your channel about, how do you decide, what to make a video about. what you decide to make a YouTube channel about. The content calendar workshop is going to be actually getting your calendar together. What videos are you making on which days? And what are you selling, right? What is your sales focus for that month, that week, that quarter, right? And what videos fit into that category? I think the link is vicarious.com. Let me look up the link. I have a link to it, but I don't remember what it is. So it's not a meetup, but there will be people side by side with me on January 27th in Puerto Rico. It's not San Jose, it's Rincon, 2 hours from San Jose, Rincon, Puerto Rico. I'm finishing the conference. So the conference, I'm in Puerto Rico for a conference. All these pop-ups, I just want the link. I'm in San Jose for a conference. Remind me later, thank you. Where would that be? Here. So if anybody's going to the ROI Summit, yeah, we can have dinner. Last year at the ROI Summit, there were just like women who were like, I was with Ivana, and women would just be like, "What y'all doing for dinner?" And we would just all go to dinner, right? Every I think three nights we just went to dinner. Kimani, Ivana, Erika, who might be here. Good morning. We would just be like, "What y'all doing for dinner?" So if you're going to the ROI Summit, absolutely, but not a formal meetup, not a separate meetup. Oh, okay. I'm gonna put the long link because I didn't make a short link. That's the problem. I still don't know where it is. I'm scrolling through. Let me just go to Kajabi and get the link, and then fix it later. Workshop link. Okay. 2024 content calendar. ENDAR link. Workshop. Okay, if you've had YouTube coaching with me already, either through my Get Found on YouTube Masterclass or the YouTube Success Challenge or the YouTube Success Society, or a couple of years ago I did a YouTube like 8-week coaching, then you're welcome to join me at this workshop online or in person. Online or in person on January 27th. Okay? I know that was a convoluted way of talking about things, but I forgot that I didn't think that I was going to want to talk about it today. And so I didn't prepare anything, right? The link is long. I didn't prepare anything. But a meetup, not a formal meetup. Anybody going to ROI? Yes, please go see the movie. I told you, I regret that I talked about it before we've seen the movie. Okay, I haven't seen the movie. I'm telling you, I haven't seen the movie. I saw the play. I'm talking about the Broadway musical. Okay, go and see it. I I have read that book a dozen times or more. I've seen the movie 1,000 times or more. Okay, I love it. I love it. I love it. Maybe I will be more judgmental than you would. I'm still going to enjoy it. I'm just going to be like, right? I'm still going to enjoy it. Go see it. I'm nowhere. Hi, Black, Flourishing, and Free is Zolani. Are we open to talking about the Costa Rica adoption process? Where are we at with it? Because I didn't file for residency, I'm nowhere with it. Because I didn't get my papers in order before I got here, and they had to be in order in the state of Delaware. I'm nowhere with the process. Nowhere. Same place I was a year ago. Nowhere. Yeah, same question. Yeah, nowhere. Messing up those, messing up not doing the paperwork in time in the right way set me back. in almost an entire year. Yes, I'm looking forward to turning 50. Jazzy, we're in Cape Town, South Africa. The actual meetup dates are February 16th through 20th. If you're inside of the Exodus Summit Facebook community, a couple of women have tickets but are selling their tickets because they're no longer able to go. So there are a couple of tickets for Cape Town available. I'm looking for the Exodus Summit link. Exodus Summit is the Facebook community for Black women who are planning a sabbatical, a move abroad, nomad life, or just into it. You don't have to be actively planning it to join the community. Join the community might jumpstart your planning, but you don't have to be already planning it. We're at exodussummit.com/community, right? On Facebook, it's facebook.com/groups/Exodus Summit. If you're inside of there, you'll see that there are a couple of women looking for someone to buy their ticket. A couple of women who have a ticket to Cape Town and who have the meetup ticket to Cape Town and are not able to go anymore. The meetup ticket is just the meetup ticket. You're on your own for airfare and accommodation. But there are a couple of women selling some tickets, so there's still an availability. There's still an availability. And if you want to go to the Ivana, if you want to attend the ROI Summit, Ivana is selling her ticket. Inside of Exodus Summit's Facebook group, you'll see that post as well. And she bought at the early bird price. She can no longer go, so she's selling it at the early bird price. The price is not available anymore. Inside of the Exodus Summit Facebook group, exodussummit.com/community, you'll see that. Ivana posted about it. I would just put in Ivana's name in the search, and you'll find it. Ivana. The ROI Summit information, like if you don't know what that is yet, let me link to that because that would help you know if you wanted to go. ROI is the summit hosted by Hello 7. Hello 7 is the coaching community run by Rachel Rogers. Rachel Rogers is the author of We Should All Be Millionaires. You can look at the entire schedule for the conference at roi.hello7.co, roi.hello7.co. If you want to go, then you can go over to Exodus Summit's Facebook page and buy Ivana's ticket if you'd like. Okay? If you want to go to Cape Town, go into the Exodus Summit community and you'll see the link to the Cape Town. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that link to the Cape Town meetup. There's an information page inside of the I think you need to be inside the Facebook group first before you can see the information page. Go over to the Facebook group, put on Cape Town, search for Cape Town, click on the link to go look at the Cape Town information page. I don't think I can put that on YouTube. And then if you do want to go, then go ahead and look for the post about selling your tickets. Hi, Darth. Hey, Aunt Pam. Mom says to say hi to you. Hello. Good morning. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Okay. F Doctor, will I be doing a recap of my 2023 goals and milestones? I don't think so. I don't feel like it. I don't think so. Everything is still a work in progress. Nothing is complete. My recap, let's see, where's the quickest place for me to access what my goals were? I got 4 notebooks in front of me, but I don't think any one of them is the right one. What's the easiest way for me to recap? I don't want to do a whole video about it. I did a video over on my other YouTube channel, Stephanie Perry Media, about the money and the business related stuff. Let me see. If I type 2023 goals, let's see. Let's do a recap. I wanted to sell 10,000 copies of my book, Job Detox. I didn't even put the book out in the world yet, okay? Still a work in progress. I wanted to run a 10K race. I didn't even get my knees together. I'm knock-kneed, right? I didn't even do the yoga and squat stuff that I need to do to be able to run. Wanted to get a home in Costa Rica. I didn't even apply for residency. I wanted to get found on YouTube out to other people to use inside of their programs. That's in progress. That's a thing in progress. I wanted to go to Marrakesh and Zanzibar. I didn't go to Zanzibar, but I did go to Marrakesh. I wanted to go on dates. I didn't go on dates. I wanted to send two black women on sabbatical. I sent one black woman on sabbatical. So technically, Maisha Francis, technically we did that. Technically, because Maisha didn't get her money until January. Technically, that did happen. Everything is still a work in progress. I didn't have the right, I guess, consistency. I did too much stopping and starting and stopping and starting for anything to be done right in 2023. So no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do a recap. That's it. That's the recap. Okay. All of those things are being carried over until Q1 and Q2 of 2024. All of them. I think all of them are being carried over. So that's the recap. 2023 was so fast. I don't know. Like, there have been years where I've accomplished more things. This was a year of not accomplishing much, just digging the foundation of things, but not seeing the above ground results, and sometimes not even digging the foundation, right? This was a year of not accomplishing much. I don't know how much of that is linked to me having not having the right habits and the right schedule, right? How much of it is to me having some unrealistic time frames, some unrealistic time goals, time tables. I don't know how much of it was related to me. Listen, perimenopause hit me like a train this year. There was a significant part of the year where I thought maybe I was losing my mind, right? I have not been able to get that regulated yet. So I don't know what to attribute. There's, I guess, a lot of things to attribute to me not getting anything checked off, right? I guess, but the main culprit is my schedule or my lack of doing what's on the schedule, lack of doing what's on the calendar. Everything's got to be carried over till next year. I got basically the same goals, same stuff on my list from last year is my list for next year. Um, that's how it is. This year has felt like about 7 or 8 months. It does not feel like this has been a year. So I don't know, and I don't know how to get used to that. I don't know how to get used to time speeding up. Because as you live longer, I guess time just feels faster. So what does that mean? I don't know. I've not adapted to that either. I've not adapted to shorter years. The years are shorter now. Some of you are so young you don't know. But the years are shorter now. So does that mean some of my goals need to be year and a half goals instead of year goals? So do some of my stuff I just need to forget about it. You're never going to be a runner again. I don't think that's true. I think I can get back to running. Listen, perimenopause, oh, it's been awful. I'm telling you, I thought I was losing it. Francis was like, oh, perimenopause. I was on a call with Francis and Rashida just crying about nothing, just crying. They were like, what's wrong? I was like, nothing. Francis was like, oh, perimenopause. I am having fewer night sweats than I was this time last year or like in last winter. The night sweat, I don't know if I've turned, should I say it out loud? I don't know if I've turned the corner on the night sweats because they were getting me good. Like waking up. So there was a period of time when I would just have to wake up and be like, I don't feel like changing my sheets. Let me just I would throw a whole bunch of towels down, 2, 3 towels down and try to go back to sleep. Change my pajamas, put a couple towels down on top of the bed and try to go back to sleep, right? That switched out from night sweats to just menstrual, just blood soaking through my pajamas. So I had a lot going on. I had a lot going on. I didn't figure out who down here. So I don't, it may not be too late to get a first appointment with somebody down here. I'm only here until January 7th. I never could figure out what doctor to see down here. I did some Googles. Like I saw the dentist and I got three root canals and crowns. One, two, three. I got 3 root canals and crowns down here like that, right? I never could figure out who I should see down here. Do I see a GYN? Do I see an endocrinologist? Do I see there's some naturopaths down here. I don't know how to tell a person who is doing holistic stuff from a kook. Okay, I don't. There are kooks. Don't at me. There are kooks. I don't know how to tell the type of person I would want to see from a kook, and I don't have Costa Rican friends yet, right? So I don't know. The hot flash. Listen, I'm just going to sweat. I'm just going to break out into a sweat. What was I doing? The challenge, the YouTube challenge a couple weeks ago. I've forgotten to. So this house has no fan in it. The Airbnb is that new. There's no air conditioning, which is pretty common in San Jose, but there's no fan out in the space. There's an air conditioner in the bedroom, which is pretty common around here. But there's not even a fan here. And when I moved in, I was like, I think it'll be okay. There's an amazing breeze. And I forgot. I forgot about hot flashes. And I kept my hand fan, little motorized little thing, too far away. I mean, I was like, pardon me while I soaked through my clothes. I soaked through my entire shirt one day during coaching. Might have been the very first day. I know the women were like, girl, get it together. I soaked through my shirt. Every time I did a wipe like this, my hands were dripping wet. It wasn't like right now I'm wiping just because I feel really shiny and I need to just get over it, right? I'm talking about every time I did like this, my hands were soaked. So I need to figure out what doctor I need to go see. I also think I just need to get some Botox around the hairline because this is where it comes from. It comes from right around here. Get some hairline Botox, right? Cut it, nip that thing in the bud from 2 ends because the sweating pouring down my face is unpredictable. Let's see. Yeah, so I've added in the smoothies. I've added in spinach. The sm- I've added in some things into my diet that I feel like I was missing. The spinach smoothies with fresh fruit, oat milk, chia seeds, something else. I've added in some missing, I think I've been missing green vegetables. I've added that in, black cohosh. I don't know what that is. What form does that come in? How do I guess I can Google that. I can Google it. I'll Google it. Tori says hormone therapy is not for everyone, but it's not the evil so many of us think it is. Yeah, I need to get in with somebody. There are plenty of doctors down here who speak English, right? So my concern isn't finding a doctor. It's like, what kind of doctor? I couldn't even get past the very beginning question. With the dentist, it was easy. I put in, I need a root canal. Who's the best root canal dentist in San Jose? And it gave me a list. I don't know what I need here, right? Orthodontist. They're called what? Endodontists, right? That was easy. But I don't know what kind of doctor I want to go to. It might be just a gynecologist. It might be an endocrinologist. It might be something else. It might be a holistic something something. I just don't want to end up with a kook. I think you know what I mean, okay? I want to end up with somebody. I would appreciate a multi-directional approach. I would appreciate an approach that includes taking a look at my diet and giving me some help here. I know there's a significant sugar problem, right? I have a significant sugar intake problem that is not helping me. Even if it's not contributing to perimenopause, it's not helping. But I would imagine it's contributing to the problem. So I would love a multi-directional approach, but I don't know how to find that in Costa Rica. I don't know how to find it anywhere. But I may actually have time to find somebody who would see me between now and the 7th of January and get me some ideas. Get me some, yeah, ideas. I don't know what I'm saying. Help me. Give me some help. Give me some help. Yeah. So some of this year, all of a sudden I feel very teary, but I don't feel emotional about the subject, but I do feel like tearing up. So this year I didn't do any of the stuff. Nothing is crossed off. I guess like the summit, Exodus Summit was a raging success. Okay. That's a cross off. That just wasn't on my list because that's kind of a given. Exodus Summit is kind of a given. So that was a success check, but it's an ongoing thing. And the travel was wonderful. That's a check. Going to Morocco, even though Morocco was challenging, going to Morocco was wonderful. I'd wanted to go. Thank y'all. 100 of y'all went with me because I wanted to go and I didn't want to go alone. Okay? So that was amazing. Um, so there are, even though I read the list and I was like, I didn't do that and I didn't do that and I didn't do that, there were some wonderful wins this year. I don't like the way I ended that, right? That I didn't do this, and nothing is done, but I did make a lot of progress. The book could go out today, right? I just want it to be a little better, right? I just want to get a little 10% improvement. And the cover, there's no cover. The cover would just be words. If the book went out today, the cover would be words. There would be some typos and there could be some reorganization of some thoughts. My developmental editor is helping me with that, but not until the beginning of the year. So, I did make good progress on the book, considering I've had the domain name. I've owned Job Detox. I think I own JobDetox.com. I should look that up before I tell. Well, I'm pretty sure I've owned that for at least. I've had to renew it, so it's been at least over a year. I'm gonna go with 2 years. So considering that, I wrote a book this year, so I did write a book. It's just you haven't bought it yet. I did write a book. I did sporadic workout things. I did a walking challenge with Kia, and it was a 30-day walking challenge. During the 30 days, I probably walked 21, 22, 24 days out of 30, which is more than any other period of the year. So I've done some things. I don't like that I made it sound really down on myself because I don't feel down on myself. I feel like this was a year. It was a year. It was a year. There were ups and there were downs. It was a year, right? My college boyfriend died last week, and my friend group was up in arms. Up in arms, not the right word. Distraught. It's been a year. Uh, yeah, it's been a year. It's been an experience. There's not a lot that I feel negatively about. The self-talk in my head right now is not, you didn't do this, you didn't do that, you said, right? It's not that. So even though the question asked was the recap, and the recap given was very negative, I don't feel negative. It was a year. It was a year. Uh, Yeah. I took viral nomadic survivor. Listen, call it a partial sabbatical. I did some nice vacation. Oh, Panama. I didn't even bring up Panama. I did some nice vacationing. I did some luxury vacationing. We did some luxury travel this year. In Morocco, after the meetup, we went and stayed in a place with I don't know what we called her, a female butler. A butler, right? Where she took care of our needs, not just housekeeping, but like, do you need a ride to this? Do you need a whatever for that? In Panama, I stayed in that luxury hotel and didn't even leave the hotel, right? I let myself experience some nice luxury this year. My students are doing well. I got some students out here in the house sitter world. House sitter roll call, please. Who started house sitting this year? I got some house sitter students out in the world living their dreams. I've got some YouTube students out in the world making their videos. So it's been a positive. It's been a plus. It's plus. It's been a plus. It's been a positive year. It's been a yes. It's been a go. It's been a yay, right? I'm sorry that I said that so negatively. Yeah, he was young and in really good physical shape. And it was really upsetting and it's sudden and really upsetting to a lot of people. People contacted me. I think so my girlfriend contacted me to tell me. And then some other people reached out, I think because they thought I would know something, but I didn't know anything, right? I'm in Costa Rica, right? I didn't know anything. But yeah, my foster brother died last year and we didn't know. And we found out this year. Like, that's why my mom said, we're going to see Nellie. I'm like, we're going to see Nellie, right? My mom raised some people. I have some siblings that my mom raised that we had been in touch with and in contact with. And none of them are going to be here forever. So we're going to go see him, okay? Because they had some surprising deaths. Everybody's experienced that this year. That's not new. That's not different. It's not original for me. But there's some, yeah, it's been a year. Let's see if I'm still alive. Okay, it's been a year. Thank you. My condolences to all of us. We've all experienced loss this year. There is no guarantee on our lives. I am recommitted. I'm doubling down on living my life, right? Because my foster brother was 33. And he never really got, I don't want to talk about this too much. He never really got to get to the easy part of life, right? Life was always hard for him. I'm in an easy part of life and I'm going to live it. Hold on. Hold on. Ugh. We need to get back to singing, okay? We need to get back to singing. I do want to take advantages of my advantages even more. I have an easy life. I have a loving family and a supportive community. And I would need to take more and use that, flourish in that, because there are people who never get that, ever. And so I want to just double down. Double down, right? Joy on joy on joy. Okay. Okay. We need more singing. Can't you feel a brand new day is what we need to be thinking, I think. All right. So I did enjoy this year. It was up and down. It was up and down. But those ups were up, way up. The good was real good. A lot of that is because of you in this community. Being able to see so many of you in person this year, I don't know. Looking back, I'm like, I should have kept some count of how many people were at each meetup. I should have kept a count because I got to meet a whole lot of y'all this year. Hug y'all, take pictures with y'all. Quite a few of you this year compared to this channel has been around since 2019. But I got to meet quite a few of y'all this year. It's been good. It's really nice to get a little physical, really see in real life the real people who say, you helped me, right? A lot of you are on a path looking for your purpose. Sometimes if you would just sit still, you might find that you fulfilled your purpose. You just need to sit still and let the people thank you. Once people start thanking you for what you did for them, I feel freed. I do not feel like I need to chase after some purpose, some mission. I've done it. I've done it. One family house sitting, that's enough for me. Stars in my crown, as Connie Perry says. Another star in my crown. That's stars in my crown. Sit back and create what you can do this year. Thank you. What we can do is make sure that we create a space. I don't know how you're going to do it. Create a space that gives people an opportunity to thank you for what you've done for them. Because going to a little meetup and having a woman say, oh, I'm on sabbatical now. I mean, it feels really good touches my heart. Oh, I'm house sitting. Or I did a house sit, right? Oh, I'm whatever. I quit my job. Kat just quit her job last month. Congratulations, Kat. Rebloom room, right? I quit my job. Yes, I'll take the credit. It feels really good, right? So I hope that we can all create a space this year for some. Yeah, we met up in Delaware in Rehoboth. That was this year. That was before we went to Morocco. That was this year, right? Time is it's funny. I went to quite a few meetups this year. I met quite a few of y'all this year, right? Now I'm gonna continue that into next year. That's gonna be that's a continue. I said a lot of my stuff was to be continued. That is definitely to be continued because that's been amazing. Being able to see you, the real person, is awesome, and be able to hear from you and being able to see you connect with somebody else in the community. That's the real win, right? Coming to see me, you're not coming to see me. I don't know if y'all know that when you come to a meetup, you're not coming to see me, right? You are going to meet somebody there who's going to be your homie. You don't even know it yet. All you need to do is get somebody's contact info, and it's on. Life changing. One person can change your life. One relationship, one connection changes things. So that's what has been amazing this year. I don't know. I could probably figure out a count. Panama had 24 women, right? We went to Morocco. That was 100, almost 100. I don't. A couple women were not able to make it at the last minute, but that was almost 100. Rehoboth. Oh, I don't know. Rehoboth because the count kept changing. We kept adding on tables. Philadelphia, same. The Philly meetup. I don't know how many women that it was. Probably close to 30 in both. I don't know. Maybe I'll be able to sit down and come up with that number when I do my reflection. So I'm not really doing a end of the year reflection period until I get to Grenada, which is I don't leave until January 7th to get to Grenada. That week is vacation, reflection. I'm going to put some things to bed. I'll be able to send the book off to the editor one more time by before then, and I'll be able to just do other stuff. Right now, everything is tinted, tainted by it. Everything is being overshadowed by the book. But pretty soon, that's going to be out of my hands for a while until she gives it back to me. Pretty soon, that's going to be out of my hands. London, oh my gosh, how did I forget y'all? Oh, the London meetup, Zolani and Jackie. I shouldn't let me not start saying names, okay? London, man, I got to meet a whole lot of y'all. I got to hug a whole lot of y'all. Got to hear from a whole lot of y'all. That's been an amazing part of the year. Joshua Tree, look at me, look at me. A whole lot. Joshua Tree, and we met him twice. Joshua Tree and Palm Springs. The Palm Springs meetup, people were aghast. People were taken aback by all that black beauty they saw at that table. They couldn't stop staring. We were sitting at one long table in Palm Springs, and they just could not get over it. The beauty, the grace, the fashion, tripping over their feet, staring at us, having a grand old time. Yeah, I don't know. I think I could come up with a number, but I even think Baltimore happened. The Baltimore airport, the little quick breakfast at the Marriott airport. I think that one was 2023. I had a coat on. Yeah, I got to meet a whole lot of y'all. Yeah, the Baltimore meetup had some repeats, right? Some women who I'd met before who I got to see again. Okay. Oh, look. Oh, Stephanie, you have been, not soon enough, says Stephanie, you've been that one person. Thanks to you, Stephanie. Hub and I have been in Portugal 3 weeks now, and our passports with visas were returned here yesterday. So you have your Portugal visa. The D7 visas? That's amazing. Congratulations. Congratulations. Ah, I'm taking the credit. Houston, Chicago, Chicago. How did I listen? We met this year. We met. Thank you, Mom. We met this year. That's been amazing. I hope whatever you do, I hope a thing that you put on your calendar this time, this for next year is an opportunity for people to come to you wherever, online, at your house, and say thank you. I don't know that you need to be too worried about your purpose because I think it's probably already done. You just haven't had yet a chance for people to share with you what you've done for them. So maybe that's the thing you can add on your calendar. We're not going to be doing calendar stuff. I did a video last year where we sat down and we put our priorities on our calendars. As I've said, I put them on my calendar. I didn't necessarily follow my calendar. I need help with the next part, okay? But it was a very important thing to do. If you want to do that again, you can rewatch that video. Roshni's doing, I know you're here. I saw you. There you are. Roshni's doing let's see. Yeah, some comments in here. Do I miss Tico? Roshni's doing, I know it's in here. I saw it. I should have put a star by it. Here we go. Glamazzini is Roshni, and she's doing a vision board review on Friday on her YouTube channel. Planning to review my vision board Friday. So get over to Roshni's channel now, Glamazzini. Go ahead and go over to Glamazzini now on YouTube. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications so that you don't miss that. And you can walk through that with her. Okay, you can walk through that with her. I promise you, I don't want to. Once some things get marked off, I might, but it's not going to be till like March or April. I'm not going to be able to do that until I can knock some things off. So maybe March or April. Yeah, live. That's right. That's right. We're here. We're here. We've all had losses, right? But we're here and we have to live, right? We have to live. We got to live our lives. That's right. Thank you. All right. Okay, good. Black Tornado. These streams make my Saturday morning so fulfilling. I love the Sister Bonds. So glad that you're here. Oh, something else I get to take credit for. TJ, my wife and I weren't even thinking about leaving the country before Stephanie BS. Before Stephanie. Thank you. We're going to Mexico in February to finalize our temporary visa. Wonderful. Congratulations. February is a good time to go to Mexico. February is a good time. I don't even know what part of the U.S. y'all live in right now. Do you say no? I don't even know where y'all live right now. And I'm telling you, February, good timing. Good idea. Good idea. Crystal. Yeah, Crystal. I started house sitting in 2023. I have 5-star ratings so far. I'm headed to my 7th house sit in 10 days. Excited to start international house sitting March in the UK. Yes. Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Yeah, yeah. I think when you create a place for people to tell you what you've done for them, you feel a little freed from the purpose, that purpose stuff, right? You feel free from it. The North Carolina crew has met up. I met up in North Carolina. I feel like that might have been 2022, but they're meeting up together. Okay? Get in the Exodus Summit community, look at events. If you don't see something, create something. Yeah. Michelle, you were in Palm Springs, right? There's just so many of them. I'm talking about, I'm like, this is California. They have black people here, right? I can see people staring at us when we were in Cancun, when we went to Cancun, even though Cancun gets a lot of tourists. You know, we were sitting at a restaurant all together. I could see that. I could see that being notable. Morocco, I can see that being notable. London, even no, not London. No, didn't nobody care about us in London. No, but Palm Springs, I'm like, this is California. You've seen a table full of black women. It was Mother's Day weekend, I think, and they were trying to figure out who's their mom. Which one is their mom? Okay, all right. Ooh, look at you, my child. Let's go, Royal Diane, Diaye. I need a lesson. I can't get the last part of your name right. Saying this loud and clear in 2024, I'm going to Senegal to learn how to naturally deliver babies. I'm so excited. If not now, then when? That's right. We've got to live. That's right. Abba taught beekeeping. Was it Rwanda? I don't know if I was here. Abba went to, I think she was somewhere in East Africa teaching beekeeping, right? Get out there, share what you know or share your journey, and then create an opportunity for people to say thank you. And sit back and let them say thank you. And let that purpose, that drive for a purpose fall away from you. Because you did it. Congratulations. You already did it. All right. Oh, January 2024, Ladybug 77 is completing her half marathon in the Bahamas. Wonderful. Charlotte has met a few times. Diamond, hey. Yeah, there's women meeting up. There was it's a little quieter now. December is a busy time. Everybody's got stuff happening. But in a few weeks, they'll be back at it. So make sure you get inside of the Exodus Summit community at exodussummit.com/community. Find it. Make sure you get inside the Exodus Summit community. They meet all over the world. I don't even know. All over the world, but definitely all over the country. I lost my link. I'll find it in just a second and put it back up. I'm on a different page now. Yeah, get inside the community. Meet up with some women. Meet up with them again and again. The Jacksonville crew calmed down for a while. The Jacksonville crew was just meet up. I think they may have calmed down a little bit. Everybody has some things to do. There it is. ExodusSummit.com/community. I know it says planning a sabbatical or move abroad, but it's really like interested. You just need to be interested in it. You don't have to be actively planning it. Okay? Yes, Maya, that's right. That was 2022. Yeah. At the first watch, which we got a first watch in Delaware. And my friend Shannon, who I used to work with, she was like, "You want to meet up?" I was like, "I heard y'all got a first watch right by the hospital. We going there." Shannon wasn't even working that day. Wasn't even convenient for either one of us because she wasn't even working. It's not like she was leaving the hospital to go to breakfast. But I was like, "I heard y'all got a first watch in Delaware. Let's go." So thank y'all for introducing me there to that, Maya, and for meeting up. I don't know. So at that meetup, some of the women knew each other already. So it's a little different. I don't know. Did you come away with anybody's phone number, Maya? And have you still met up with anybody? Okay. So listen, we're done. Okay. I'm just scrolling through the comments. I feel like I hope I've answered the questions that had the Q in front of them. Let me scroll. I answered some questions with the Q in front of them. Um, Thank you for joining the Q&A. Thank you very much for joining in on the Q&A, Yvette. How do I keep myself encouraged when things are not coming together? Um, I remember that it's my responsibility to keep myself encouraged and that how important it is, right? I remember how important it is that I be encouraged. How do I do it? Well, it's really nice that somebody's always thanking me for something, reminding me like the things that I've done have been helpful. I get DMs and emails a lot now, and that encourages me to do the next thing. Even if I'm moving really slowly, I'm moving really slowly on some stuff. It still keeps me making some progress. I think I stay encouraged because of this community that we have created. Is Rincon far from the airport? Rincon is 2 hours away. I have a rental car. If we can arrange things, I can pick you up. If not, then not. I know that's not concrete, Kathy, but Rincon is 2 hours away. And, I'm not all that busy. I'm busy Saturday from my live stream through the coaching. But if you're coming in on Thursday or Friday, I've got a car and I can come and pick you up. And if you come in on Saturday, I don't know. Maybe Clarice will be there and maybe Clarice will pick you up in the car. But I don't know. I'm not committing to that. She didn't commit to that. I know she can drive. She drives in Jamaica, so she can drive in Puerto Rico. I think I got through all the cues. I'm scrolling back through now. Oh, talk about acting. So I think the little bit that I had to say about Taraji P. Henson's comments about leaving acting are any job that you have, if that job is your sole income stream and you're a Black woman, you're being underpaid. We've got to find our own income sources, right? I call them income rivers, right? We've got to create our own income rivers. Any jobs are underpaying Black women like a mug, okay? Like, I don't care where you are and where you work. And so we have to make sure that we find our own income rivers. Having the attention of people, right? I looked it up. She's got millions of Instagram followers, right? And now she's got a hair care line, right? She's using what she's got to make money her own way, not from acting, not from the job. Taraji leaving a job, leaving acting, is not a whole lot different from you deciding F them jobs, right? I know how to make money away from a job. If she leaves acting, it will be because she's decided her hair care line, right? The number of Instagram followers, just having millions of Instagram followers alone is money in the bank, right? She's decided that those things are the way forward, just like we decide, right? Just like we decide. Just because I know how to do a thing doesn't mean a job is the only way I can make money from a thing. My YouTube channel and my coaching business support me. Same. Jobs are jobs. If you're not in charge of the money distribution, I think we're going to have the same struggle, right? Her struggle with acting is not a whole lot different from my mom being a hospital chaplain. And when she retired, they brought in two people, a white man and an assistant, to do the work that she had been doing for less money. She'd been doing it for less money, double the work for less money, right? Not a whole lot different from Taraji sitting on that stage saying they paid, what's his name, this amount of money, and they paid me this amount of money, right? When we move away from the job and move towards a thing that we have more control over, everybody feels better, right? Exodus Summit is really proud of the amount of money that we pay our speakers. We put money in Black women's hands. It's really nice to be the person who decides how much money somebody's getting and decide that you're going to do things in a more equitable and fair way. It feels really good. No session, now some of our sessions had multiple speakers, okay? But no session got paid less than 4 figures at Exodus Summit 2023. Some speakers got 5 figures, you guess who they were, okay? You can guess. But some 4 figures, right? No session was conducted for less than was paid less than $1,000. Now again, so a couple of the sessions had multiple speakers. I think it was actually, I'm gonna tell you, I think it was $2,500 per session for most of our speakers, right? When a lot of people host virtual summits and pay speakers nothing, literally nothing. I've spoken at probably 6 or 7 summits. I've never been paid to speak at a summit. Our rate this year was $2,500 per session, $2,500 or more per session. Okay, that is what. So more Black women in decision-making position, right? And more Black women stepping away from the jobs in general and just going out on your own. I looked it up. I want to say she had 20 million Instagram followers. There's money there, right? She was mad that her team wasn't utilizing that. 21.5 million followers on Instagram. That's money, right? Even if she doesn't want to do sponsored posts and stuff, that's hair care. That's hair care products right there. Her followers are the same people who would buy her hair care line, right? I wouldn't be surprised if she finds the money is much easier doing her own thing than being an employee of a movie studio, right? We leaving our jobs and we're taking our money into our own hands. That means creating a platform where you talk your talk or you share your thing. I think that should be YouTube, but that can be whatever. If she had 20 million YouTube subscribers, she wouldn't be worried about Nathan. Okay? Right. Right? We create our own platform where we take our thing, we free ourselves from the job and do our thing out in the world. That's my thought on Taraji leaving acting. If we see her finally say, I'm done with this, right? It'll be because she has decided that there's better use of her name by selling something else than by selling a movie that she doesn't have points on. I don't think you get points on a movie in most contracts, right? I don't think you get a cut, a percentage, right? Y'all know The Wire. You know what points on the package means, okay? Y'all seen The Wire. I don't think actors get points on the package most of the time. I think her being a person who then has a hair care line where she got points on the package is going to help make her decision a whole lot easier, or whatever else she decides to do out in the world. We get points on our packages by coaching, by having a YouTube channel, by having a newsletter that's for pay, by by hosting retreats. Women in this community make their money a variety of different ways. The answer is creating an audience of people in your space. Just like this community is so amazing, there are other women out here growing their own communities. The answer, I think, F them jobs. These jobs ain't loyal. Create your space. Even the people who work for me, even Clarice, who works for me, is creating her own space called the Bougie Auntie International Society, right? She's creating her own platform where she can grow her own community, where she can make offers is really cold sounding, but where she can do stuff with them for money, right? And where she one day will not have to be an employee for me, even though I pay nicely. I pay nicely, right? That is where we're moving 2023, 2024, and beyond. Okay? If you want to make a YouTube channel, if you want to write a book, I think if you want to be a speaker or a coach, I think the path is all the same. It's all start a YouTube channel. Will I host my YouTube challenge next year? Yes. When? We don't know yet. Clarice and I need to get together for our annual planning session and pick out some dates, probably in February sometime. I know that's not helpful. Make sure that you're on the waiting list at vicarious.com/challenge. Get on the waiting list for my YouTube challenge, and I'll email you and tell you when it's time. Okay? Yeah, that's what I saw a couple of different questions about that. One was that direct, and there was another question about Taraji that I think was, trying to not shout her name out. But I get it. These jobs ain't loyal. She's got 20 million followers on Instagram. Free agent. Go out and do something where you have points on the package, right? Do something where you have points on the package. For her, right now, it's her hair care line. I've seen her hair care line in stores, right? Maybe some other stuff too. She says she was mad at her team for not setting her up when Cookie Lion was that girl, right? When Cookie Lion was ruling the airwaves, her team didn't set her up in any way to financially benefit personally, right? Why didn't she have a partnership with, I don't know, somebody, them clothing people love to do the so-and-so line, right? Why didn't she have those things? She didn't have a team that was doing that for her. She fired them. I don't know if her new team is doing better for her, but some of us are gonna have to do it on our own to begin with, and then we bring the team in later. Okay? Yeah. I think most of us have a book in there, even if it's going to, and it's going to take a team. Not everybody is a writer. Not everybody with a book is a writer. But you know what you can do is partner up with a writer. This is not Mary. I'm not saying Mary's not a writer. I don't know. Hi, Mary. Hi. Hope things are great in Panama. But what I'm saying is, whether you're a writer or not, I think a lot of people have a book in there. A lot of people. And books are not a zero sum game. It's really hard to have too many books, too many good books. If there are too many books, okay, there are too many books, but there are not too many good books. There are not too many interesting books. There are not too many books that create a feeling of in here, right? I think a lot of us should be moving in that direction. I think we start on YouTube. As a person who started on YouTube, I think we start on YouTube and we get our thoughts together and then we write a book. I happen to be on that exact path, right? It's not going to be a whole lot of new stuff inside of my book. It's going to be some distilling of what we've talked about on this channel. It's really smart. I think that was really smart of me to see what resonates and what doesn't resonate with you, with me, when I say something, right? What do I need to expound on? What am I going into too much length about? What can I abbreviate? I think it was really smart of me to write a book by talking and then take that and make it an actual book and then some other stuff in the future. Yeah, I think a lot of us have a book in there. May take a full team of people, but I think it's worth it. I love books, though. I love books. Okay. If you can, if you could turn your book into a musical with some black music also, I would double love that. We don't have enough. Okay. We don't have enough. Okay, I've been closing out for quite a while. Thank you for joining in. Thank you, Mom, for stopping by and giving us a little Christmas greeting. I hope y'all have a Merry Christmas. And I hope that you get to spend the next few days doing whatever it is that you want to do. I hope that your Christmas gift to yourself includes time to do the things that you want to do. Whether that's spend time with people who you like or love, or spend time by yourself, or a combination of those things. Merry Christmas, friends. Thank you for being here. Thank you for spending your time here. Thank you again for being so kind and gracious to me and to my mom. Thank you for that. Remember to be that kind and that gracious, that patient with yourself, right? We don't treat other people better than we treat our own selves. Okay, so remember to do that. And I hope we enjoy the party. If anybody's coming over at 3 p.m., I'll see you. I'm about to send you a message with my WhatsApp. If you've RSVP'd over in the Facebook group, I'm about to send you my WhatsApp so that you'll be clear on how to get in once you get here. So if you're coming over to the party, I'll see y'all. I guess I'm going to go try to find some, what y'all tell me to do? Lights and a red shirt. My Connie Perry said put on red or green. Let me try to figure this out. Okay. Merry Christmas, friends. Happy holidays. Happy holidays to all of you. Thank you very much for being here. Wait, I can't get them up on the screen. Thank you, thank you. Merry Christmas. Thank you, thank you. Happy holidays, happy holidays, happy holidays, happy holidays. Okay. Oh, I could have sang us out. What's a holiday? What song do I know from a musical? I should have sang us out, but I can't think of anything. I think we had the same problem last year, now that I think about it. I remember the same question last year. Okay. All right. Bye, friends. Happy Saturday.